Oh, then it was hamstrings he was pulling. But he was doing it like he was so far down, like his knees weren't on it. He was using his thighs to push it back. Like it looked like, oh man, not only are you doing it wrong, that looks painful as fuck.
I don't even got the thighs for that.
Dude,
you gotta have long thighs for
dude,
that.
he was so far down. And the funny thing is...
Was he short, fat black guy?
No. Damn it. Stubby Asian.
But stubby. But definitely stubby.
Stubby Asian.
Dude, stubby people think they can just improvise how machines work.
Dude, it was one of those things where he was doing it so wrong, it looked right. You know, like a lot of times, like if I go there, like I'm like, I don't know how this fucking works. I'll watch somebody else do it. I'm like, oh, that's how it is. Dude, I watch this guy. I'm like, I don't even know how this thing works, but that's not it.
Yeah.
That is way wrong.
So what I think it is, stubby round people, like little short stubby round people, they have to improvise almost everything in life.
Sure.
Like almost nothing in life works for them the way it's supposed to work for normally proportioned people.
Yeah.
So they're just used to always improvising. So they go to the gym and they're like, I see how they're doing it, but I know how it's going to have to work for me.
I mean, I get what you're saying. However, if I didn't know how, like, let's put it this way. If I walked up to any machine, regardless if it be, workout equipment or anything, if I walked up to a machine and on the machine was a pictograph of how it works, I'd be like, oh, that's how I'm going to use that thing. This guy... that was like, I'm forgoing this. This is not my thing, and he just went balls to the wall with doing it that way. And it looked like, and it wasn't like, Sidney. He wasn't doing it where it looked like he was like, oh, I know what I'm doing. The face he was making was like, oh my god, this is the worst. I'm like, yeah, it's the worst because you're doing this wrong, dude.
He's like, I'm feeling it in my spine.
Yeah, dude, his eyes were bugging.
My spine
out of his
is
head.
burning.
He's like, I'm getting it. I'm like, I don't think you are, dude.
But I also, again, I'm gonna come to their defense again, because like I get it. You're not tall.
Just sure.
You're I call it a not tall person.
Yeah.
I'm also a not tall person.
Vertically challenged.
I mean, it's not a challenge. I have a septum.
I don't think you saw this guy working out. Dude,
I'm saying like I'm comparing you now to him. Like you're still a proportioned human being, even though you're not tall.
Sure.
Like some people, like stubby.
Oh
people,
yeah, no, he was stubby.
Yo, that's a different world. They're like Oompa Loompas. I'm telling you, they're on the opposite ends of the bell curve, right? Their bodies just ain't the same. You can be so short that your bodies start to form differently, and you can be so tall and big that your bodies start to form differently.
All right, yeah.
Like you ever see a person like over 6'7" feet?
Not that I can say.
Dude,
I have.
they don't make sense. They don't. They're just cinder blocks with toes on them. They're not even real feet.
I don't think I've looked at any tall person's feet.
Anybody over 6'7", their foot is not even foot shape.
Gross.
It's a rectangle.
That's gross, dude.
It's insane. They're just look at Andre the Giant, like how disproportionate his body parts
he had
are.
gigantism, man. He was a freak. Look, Andre the Giant was a freak. That I think it.
Well, in the sheets.
When he was shitting, when he couldn't wipe his ass like a normal person, he was using queen size bedding to wipe his ass.
Is that true,
dude? So there is a story. There are two stories about Andre the Giant that I think are just the best. Mm-hmm. Well, actually, three. One of the stories I think is connected to the other. So one is he was on a plane flight, and because he couldn't fit in the bathroom because he's gigantic, they laid down a sheet for him to take a crap on the plane, and he was with other wrestlers and other personalities, but he shit in the bed sheets because he couldn't fit in the bathroom.
So I'm gonna tell you what I would love to have seen in that airplane shit situation. Move him to the front, like put the sheet under him, but like the long way is forward, and then as he's shitting, you pull the sheet back, so it's just getting longer and longer. Because like, wouldn't you be curious to see how long of a shit Andre the Giant could do?
I mean, apparently it was like an epic amount of
Dude,
shit.
the whole plane would have been like, go.
No, I think a lot of them were like, get him the fuck off the plane.
For sure, because they didn't make it a spectacle, like I'm saying. If they would have made it a thing like, this could be the longest one ever.
As much as crap can be funny, I think crap coming out of a fucking animal like Andre the Giant is like, it's funny for a little bit, and then the smell hits you.
Dude,
then there's nowhere for you to go.
For sure, the smell. But you're going to be part of a world record.
I mean, I think honestly, I think Andre the Giant should have carried around a scale with him at all times.
Yeah.
Just to crap on the scale to see how much
he
was crapping.
He's probably shitting out stubby little toddlers.
Or like one of the
working
at the
stubby little men on work with the workout machine.
My poop's got stubby feet. But the other one
and
was
a weight belt. Shit comes out wearing a weight belt.
It's barrel chested. It's a barrel chested turd.
Yeah, it's like got shot in the belly with a cannon.
That's so good. But the other one, which I also am like, man, I guess you don't know what to do in the situation. Apparently, Andre was known for, because he's so gigantic.
Mm-hmm.
For him to drink and get drunk was like the most amount of beer, the most amount of wine. But he would find it, and he would get shit hammered. And apparently at a hotel, I don't know where, he passed out in the lobby.
Yeah.
And no one could move him because he's like he's an immovable object. He's laying in the lobby. So the manager of the hotel decides that he's going to throw a sheet on him and covers him with the sheet, and then tells everyone coming in that it's furniture.
Yeah.
So, like, everyone's just like, oh, that's a big piece of furniture. But then he started waking up and moving around.
Man.
And everyone was like, what the fuck is that? And he had no idea that he was under the sheet.
They should have told everybody he was like some sort of progressive art installation.
Oh, without a doubt.
Put a plaque up next to him.
Done that.
Like, aim lights at him.
That would have been so great. But,
very sheet related. Very sheet heavy.
Dude,
stories.
It's like when you're that big, you can't, like, I don't even know if Andre the Giant wore underwear.
Honestly, when you're that big, you should be a little courteous and should always carry a tarp on you. Like an emergency tarp that somebody can access from you.
Like, hold on, I got the shit. It's like you don't have a bathroom.
You know how when like some people have allergies and have to wear a bracelet?
Yeah.
It could be one of those bracelets that are twined like a tarp so you can like detach it.
He's got DNW on it, do not wipe.
Yeah,
like, you'll get trapped.
Do not wipe, do not leave uncovered.
Just let me
tarp me. Tarp me and let me be.
I just can't imagine, like they don't, I don't think, one thing I would figure would have been in like Ripley's Believe It or Not, like at the museum, is like Andre's toilet. Like there's no way he had a regular toilet in his house.
No.
There's just no fucking way.
First of all, he had too much money.
Exactly.
To have had a regular toilet.
That's what I mean. The toilet Andre the Giant was shitting in should be somewhere.
Do you know how many times he went to normal people's houses, went to use the bathroom, got up, and left with their toilet in between his cheeks?
Yeah, I'm willing to bet he sat on it, and it probably crushed through the floor. I mean, that guy was at one point in time almost 500-something pounds.
Yeah.
That dude that's a regular toilet isn't going to... I don't even know what the weight limit on a regular toilet is.
Dude, you wouldn't even be able to have him shit in a regular hole in the ground.
No, you'd have to find a grave. That's where Andre the Giant's latrines are, in an abandoned cemetery.
Yeah.
He's crapping in hollowed ground.
Dude, he requires a team. Like, not only is he so again, the shit situation, pulling the sheet, everybody's rallying around him. The hotel situation, you have to lift them, you get everybody in the hotel. You got to rally people. Like he's the type of person who brings people together.
Oh yeah,
because
he's definitely a community. He's doing community service without doing community service.
Everywhere he goes, all the villagers start making eye contact with each other. Like, just
get the torches ready,
dude. It brings black people, white people together.
Yeah, you have to really set everything aside. I know I don't like. Look, we may disagree on a lot of things.
Listen, can we talk about this Karmelo Anthony after we get him out of this?
We've got to get Andre the Giant took a shit. This racial division is going to kill us. But right now, we've got to deal with this massive turd Andre the Giant has left.
Dude, I would love,
plane.
I would love to be Andre Giant's assistant, only for the purpose of anytime something goes awry like that, I have to rally everybody else around us to help.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm a good rallier. I love rallying people for a single mission.
I mean, rallying someone. I'm not saying you're not a good rallier. However, rallying someone where it has to deal with freakishly large turds is pretty simple. That's a pretty easy rally. Dude.
I'm thinking so.
Easiest rally.
I'm thinking so as well. You know, but I also, the challenge for me is I want to make it so that people are cheering as it's coming out.
Oh, you think if Andre John's like, I got a crap, and you're like, all right, everybody, this is what
I start spinning that thing to make the noisemakers. Like,
this is what we trained for. We knew this day would come, everyone.
The emergency alert system goes on for Andre the Giant shit.
There's little tickers at the bottom of TVs. It's like, look, he's pooping.
Yeah.
Everyone get ready.
This is not a drill. Andre the Giant has taken a public shit. And then I just rally all the strangers.
Did you ever so years ago, do you remember when,
by the way, this job requires me to at all times be traveling with a t-shirt cannon. Hooked to the backpack. Poof, ba-da-da-da-da, poof.
What do the t-shirts say?
Dude,
that's what really comes down to. You
well,
can't
I mean,
firing regular ass t-shirts.
I would want it to kind of symbolize the fact that at that moment you were part of a team, a once in a lifetime team.
Oh yeah.
And you
is
and
it
you
like the
stepped
Special
up.
Olympics with all the people around it, but there's a turd in the middle? That would be pretty good.
That's what it is.
That's
That's what it is. And then in the background, Andre the Giant, it's like his pants are down, he's backwards, he's squatting.
Just says it's not my fault.
It's not my fault.
I was born this way.
Yeah.
You guys all had to help.
Also, the idea of wiping your ass with a sheet is amazing. Imagine instead of you were worried about ply for your toilet paper.
Oh, I know. You got to go thread count. Is this Egyptian?
Yo.
Is this 400 Egyptian thread count? I can't wipe with anything else. That would be the hardest.
No, you got to get 8 and up.
Yeah.
400 is like regular people sheets. Like Andre the Giant. Dude, he's not going to have a regular toilet, and he's not going to have anything below 1075 thread count.
I think that is crazy, too. Like, he was French, so I'm assuming, I'm going to assume that his toilet had a bidet. I'm going to assume his toilet had a bidet.
Man, it'd have to have a fire hose.
Dude, it had to be something wild.
His bidet not only cleaned his butt, but it kept black people off the lawn.
The setting was civil rights. He's like, let's get nuts. He's like, I've got to clean everything out. But speaking of rallying a community together to have something, like just to do something crazy, do you remember in the 90s when Fox, every now and again on Fox, they would have that When Animals Attack show?
Of course.
So I remember the episode, and they never went into it until later. I saw the unedited, unaired segments of this part. Mm-hmm. So there was, at one point in time on the show, there was a segment when a elephant at a kind of, I guess it was a circus.
Yeah.
Went rogue and started attacking everyone at the circus.
Wait, in America or India?
I don't remember where. I think I don't know if it was India, but I don't think it was America.
Yeah.
Either way, started attacking everyone at the circus. Then it escaped the circus and was running down the street, fucking shit up.
Yeah.
Running into people. They got on the horn, and basically the police were like, yo, if anyone's got guns, come downtown and shoot this fucking elephant. And a whole entire community got together to gun down a pachyderm. And it's like so tragic that this poor animal's like, dude, I just don't want to do this no more. And everyone shot this son of a bitch to death.
Dog.
Over and over again.
First of all, I don't even know if we have a protocol like that in place in this area, because the closest thing to like any sort of like mass gun thing is always like a gun buyback situation in this area.
Sure, yeah.
Like, come return your guns and you'll
Sure.
get a toaster or whatever. Dude, they had the exact opposite of that. They
Yeah.
had a gun give back.
Come do it, and you'll get a toaster oven.
Yeah.
You'll actually get a better appliance if you gun down
That's
this animal.
crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine getting to make that announcement.
I mean, that's got to be one of the craziest days of your life. To be a cop and be like, look, we don't have the manpower or the firepower. Everyone needs to get together and meet downtown with anything you got. That was a thing, too. People were showing up with pistols, rifles, shotguns, anything, and just opening fire on this animal.
Just like willing it, because I would want people to go through like a small orientation before they just start just aiming their gun and firing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what it means to flank a person with your gun? That's all. That's the only question.
Dude,
that's the only question.
I'm willing to bet everyone was. Then again, you know, an elephant's not a bit. It's not a small target.
Mm-mm.
I'm pretty sure if you were all like in a semicircle, where they eventually cornered this elephant like in between two cars and a building, and they just unleashed on this.
Yeah, but you ever hear Navy SEALs talk all the time that if they were ever in a situation, close quarter combat, if they had a choice between a knife or a gun, they'd always pick a knife because bullets miss all the time.
Sure.
Right? You can't expect people to all of a sudden start performing under the pressure. Because like, it's going to be pressure and excitement. Because everybody wants to not miss the elephant.
Yeah.
You don't want to come down there with your pistol all the way down there.
That's all you got, all those windows. And this guy John's like, look, I was just too jazzed.
Yeah, we're going to have to get a medic down here for your leg you shot.
Yeah, what are you doing? And that was the thing. They were worried that.
Yeah, wait, what was that football player that shot himself in the leg in the club?
Plaxico Buress.
Dude. If Plaxico Buress shows up, you got to be like, sorry, guy. That's the only asterisk. It's everybody come down, and if you happen to know him, tell Plaxico Buress to chill.
This is Plaxico's law. We can't have any Plaxico Burresses down here. Sorry, we're worried that people are going to get shot that don't need to be, or you could harm yourself. But like, I'm willing to bet, because like they showed all the people, like it was crazy watching a town come together to just like fuck this elephant up. But like, it's funny you were talking about the knife. I'm willing to bet there was one dude who was like, I don't have a gun, but I do have a sword. Like I do have a commemorative, and I hope it wasn't a regular sword. I'm hoping it was one of the Klingon swords from fucking Star Trek that Worf uses. That would have been.
Is that like part curvy Muslim knife?
It's like it's like almost like a Saracen, but it's like got handles in the front. Yeah, and it's just like pointed. It looks so sick.
Dog, imagine waiting like on a fire escape with a knife, waiting for that elephant to walk by. So you can just, dude, bam. You get the superhero land, like, dude, two hands and like laying on top of it.
People you took down an elephant with a knife is,
dog,
that's pretty sick.
It would be like, this is what I live for. That's why I always have a box. I'm always ready to jump off of something high and land on it with a knife. Always. Dude, somebody told me the other day, somebody acknowledged what I just said about me the other day.
What's that?
I was roaming around in public, had this haircut. It never fails. If I'm in a crowded place, at least one person's going to compliment the haircut.
Sure. Right?
It's a retro haircut that you don't see very often. Guy came up to me and was like, dude, I love your haircut. Reminds me of Blade.
Sick.
And I don't really know movie quotes, and I was like, always bet on black.
What do you know what my favorite Blade quote is? I think it's from Blade 2. But he says,
everybody think, or
no, he says some motherfucker's always trying to ice skate up hill.
That's what I was trying to say.
Which is so sick.
Dog.
Dude, it's the best Blade quote ever.
100% the quote I was trying to think of. But I had this thing that I do where I like, instead of like, what happens to go some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate.
Yeah.
Do I like quotes that start with the word some to represent people? I always change it in my mind to everybody. And then it just blows the quote.
It doesn't really blow it. If anything, because look, here's the thing. I will say, in this day and age, if I was like, some people sounds a little too demeaning.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I was like, some people are always trying to ice skate up.
We know who they are. You know
some
exactly
motherfuckers
the people we're talking about
are always trying to ice, and you rarely ever see them on ice skates. That's the crazy. That's the wildest part with them.
I think go ahead.
If you say everybody,
that's
like,
very inclusive.
Every one of these motherfuckers.
That's a very DEI version of that.
That is, that's getting everybody.
I guess I was about to change it to be inclusive, but I realize now that it's not going to be as inclusive as I thought. It's going to be exactly the some people version. If I go, some theys are always trying to skate uphill.
Or if you just say,
you know who thems are.
Some of them.
Some
of them are always trying to skate uphill. You know what I'm talking about. Wait, are you talking about vampires? I'm talking about vampires.
Yeah.
It's Blade, the Daywalker.
Speaking of I've never seen a Blade movie that did not hype me up to
Blade's
just form a posse and just go out with the boys, leather jackets, sunglasses at night.
You know what's funny about it's not funny as much as I remember. So when Blade came out, I think right after the first X-Men movie.
Okay.
And Blade was also before the Spider. So this is like Marvel movies were around, but they weren't like whatever they are now. This is a completely different monster. The Marvel universe is out of control now. But like I remember when Blade came out, I was like, yo, we might be I remember telling my buddy Sean, I was like, yo, we might be getting some sick superhero movies.
Mm-hmm.
And now my buddy Sean, who could have given two fucks about comic books, was like, Blade's a comic book? I'm like, dude, Blade is dude, he's the man. It's like a Marvel movie. It's like, and what was so great about Blade is like, it was a Marvel movie, but it wasn't like a Marvel movie. It wasn't some crap.
Yeah. But you know who like opened the door for that? Nobody gives credit to this movie. You'll probably guess it right away. But this is the movie that I think really opened the door for 6 superhero movies to come down the pipe. Spawn.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, Spawn was so here's the thing about Spawn. As a Spawn fan in the 90s, I went and saw Spawn the movie, and I thought it was going to be a no way this can miss type of movie. Michael Jai White fucking rules, and I was also like, oh shit, Martin Sheen's in this. Like my dad told me, he's like, yo, Martin Sheen's in the movie. This can't be bad, dude. I remember being a kid and like, yo, this is not very good. And the fucking the scenes of hell with the devil whose mouth doesn't move and the fucking CGI was really, really bad. And I was like, dude, this isn't great. They are allegedly going to remake Spawn.
Yeah, they're gonna do it right this time.
They're gonna do it right.
That's what they want to do.
That's what they want to do.
Yeah.
And I'm all for it because I think Spawn is a very awesome fucking character. 2, the storyline with Spawn fucking rules. And for those listening who are unfamiliar, Spawn is a black guy. I know some people don't know that. I know some people don't know that Al Simmons is black, which I thought when I was a kid, it didn't even register. I'm like, oh yeah, but by that time in the 90s, there were already black superheroes that I knew. We didn't care. Yeah,
like,
it didn't even matter.
It wasn't a big deal. It wasn't like, oh my god, the first black like nobody cared. People just wanted to see a muscular guy kicking shit. And not just kick, have a fucking baller costume. The Spawn fucking, dude, the outfit fucking rules. And on top of that, he just looks cool as hell. The fucking Hell Spawn outfit is fucking awesome. Todd McFarlane crushed that. Yeah. In the way it looked and how it appealed to people. No, I can't stop. So I'm pumped up on the idea of rallying a team right now. I'm like super hyped on it. I can't stop thinking about it right now.
You're rallying yourself.
Dude, I'm a team of one. I'm an army of one right now. I'm trying to rally myself. Dude, never rally yourself in front of your homies.
Yeah, don't do that. You
That's
look crazy.
Inappropriate.
Yeah, you look very crazy.
Yeah.
Especially if your homies don't know exactly what you're rallying about. If you're just like, I'm getting rallied. For what?
You're hunched over in the corner rallying yourself.
You close it. Don't come in here. I'm rallying.
That's American Psycho shit. You come in here and you're like, it's not what it looks like. It's like you're like, no. I was jerking off.
Well, I mean, honestly, at this point, I would rather have anyone catch me jerking off than anyone catching me pantomiming moves I'm gonna do,
dude,
in a mirror.
Okay.
I would rather have someone be like, yo, he was jerking off. Be like, yeah, that's what I was doing. If someone caught me doing, karate moves in a mirror at 41, I'd blow my brains
I
out.
feel like you're trying to sneak diss me right now. Because there's no way you don't think. No, there's no way you don't 100% know that I am constantly pantomiming moves. I'm not, dude. Here's what's even crazy about that. I teach a martial art. When I'm pantomiming moves, I'm not even pantomiming moves that I would teach. I'm still fighting villains at a target.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm like, I'm doing that.
Dude, that day that I bought that sword, I told Alex, I was like, I bought it. I was like, yeah, this is so sick. And she's like, is it? I'm like, yeah, it's like I always wanted a dumb samurai sword. It's fine. Dude, she left. I was in the living room doing everything I thought I could do in a situation that would involve a sword.
Did you unsheath it with a swipe? Dude,
so what I did, the first thing I did is I put the sheath on and I got it to a point where it was kind of coming off, and then I flipped it back, caught the sheath, put it in my belt loop, and then resheathed the sheath.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like, if I can do that in one fluid motion, I'm already ahead of the game in different things.
All right, so here's what I was going to get at, right? So again, I'm in the mood to rally. I like to personally like to rally teams together. I'm a team.
Sure.
I rally the team together for a team type mission. Right?
Yeah.
What movie for rallying people for a team type mission is your go-to or at least the first one you thought of, like your quintessential?
Oh, when they're putting together something. So I think one of my favorite ones.
Well, go ahead.
No.
Because I was going to give the caveat is like, for me, because mine is not going to be like a special ops mission rally, because those people, you're not really rallying them. You're trying to convince them for like one last mission.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
They're almost unrallyable. They're either going to say yes or going to say no. Like there's almost nothing that you can do that's going to matter.
Yeah. I think one of my favorite ones, and it still sticks with me because I love the way that it's shot.
Mm-hmm.
And I also, when I think about like if in a movie, people are like, yo, we got to put together a crack team.
Yeah.
The fucking scene from Little Giants when they're putting the football team together and they're just walking along train tracks coming towards the camera, and it's just two of them, and then they go to this one guy and they see him and he's like, you want to play football? He's like, maybe.
Yeah.
Dude, he just joins. He just joins up on the train tracks and they're finally forming, like they got fucking a whole team. I love that, and I love when even in the Mighty Ducks. Yes. When they're finding the fucking ringer, dude, it's like one of those things.
Wait, there's multiple Mighty Ducks, right? There's 3 or 2?
No,
canon. We're talking about.
So there's
Don't
3.
Get in,
there's 3
there's
in
3.
canon. 3 in canon.
So the first Mighty Ducks, they had to go against like another little kid team that was just really good. The second one, they were like the U.S. team, right?
No, that was in the third one.
That was in the third.
That was in third one.
Dog, here's my because I love martial arts.
Yeah.
And I love getting hyped on America. Now, those are my 2 favorite things to do.
Who doesn't?
Dude, I get pumped on karate kicks in America, dog.
It's the best.
Speaking of that, how about the best of the best?
Is it the best of the best?
The best of the best. Dog.
How good is James Earl Jones in that movie?
Man, he rallies.
Crushes.
Dude,
rallies.
Probably he's exactly what he needs to be to rally each individual person on that team.
Nails it.
No, my favorite guy. I watched that movie recently. Like within the last 6 months, I watched it recently,
Great movie.
and I never related to this guy more. This is my guy now. Back when I was younger, my guy was like that big Texas guy that was like a little like unrefined, but he was like really good.
Chris Penn.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was my guy
Yeah.
back in the day. He was just like a no nonsense renegade.
Yeah, he knew how to fight. And that's all he knew. He's like, I don't need a technique. Just get me in there. I'll fuck shit up.
Every young man wanted to be a no nonsense renegade.
Dude, I think every man. See, I had a bit like a while ago about how I wanted to be a cop growing up.
Yeah.
And when I would tell, like, I remember I was babysitting somebody, and I was babysitting their kid. I was not babysitting somebody, babysitting their kid. Their one daughter was, like, at that point, 10 or 11.
Mm-hmm.
And she was talking about, like, a career day she was having in school. And she was like, oh, I'm thinking about, I want to be a doctor. I'm like, oh, that's great. She's like, what did you want to be when you grew up? I'm like, well, honestly, when I was a kid, I thought about being a cop. And she's like, ew, you want to be, like, immediately, you know, my friends they're very liberal. And and they have a very, you know, bootlicker, cops are bad type of thing. And whatever. But she was like, ew, why would you want to be a cop? I'm like, I don't think you understand what I mean by being a cop. I didn't want to be a blue boy. I didn't want to be like, you know, the guys that are on the sides of like a parade. Yeah. I wanted to be a renegade cop.
Dude.
Solving wild ass crimes with or without a partner.
I don't think you understand. I wanted to be the kind of cop that's constantly being called into the captain's
all
office.
All the time.
Always being yelled at.
Gun, badge, on my table. That's the cop I wanted to be.
Honestly, I don't even get my gun and badge back from him. I just get a new gun and badge.
I tell the cop, the chief, I'm like, take it. Like, keep it.
Yeah, keep it.
I'm off. So the whole thing is like,
I show up to work, throw my gun and badge on his desk, and then go on duty. That's the first thing I do.
That's what you have to do. I was like, no, like you don't understand. In the late 80s, going into the 90s, cops weren't like, you know, even the show Cops, people would watch Cops and be like, oh, yeah, cops got to deal with some wacky shit. But I'm like, I didn't even watch these like patrol officers. I'm like, that's not what I want.
Yeah, no.
I want to be like Riggs and Murtaugh. I want to be.
You're going to be the angel and the
yeah, dude, I need to have.
You're going to have to rally yourself.
I have to.
You're going to have to rally yourself.
I have to rally myself, and that's where I'm like, I wanted to be one of those guys. I wanted to be a cop where they're like, "This is your new partner." I'm like, I don't work with this guy. Like, I don't want him,
dude.
I work
how
alone.
Weird would that be? If you were, by the way, so when I'm filling out my application to be a cop, and it says, "Why do you want to be a cop?" and I'll say, "Because I'm a no nonsense drifter with a chip on my shoulder and a heart of gold." Right, but here's the other thing. So, like, you're the cop you are, right? You don't accept partners. Right? It's 2026. You firmly establish yourself as a no-nonsense renegade cop, right? You don't work with partners, and finally, the guy's like, this is going to be your new partner. And then you start saying, I don't work with those. And then you turn around and it's a black guy. It's like a black trans guy.
No, you're missing.
Okay.
Look. Let's not get it twisted, rookie. Look, at no point in time am I going to like question the struggle you go through. But right now, vengeance is the only thing on my mind. Justice is the only thing on my mind.
Yo, keep out of my way, because when we show up, vengeance is mine. And then
you leave.
And then you out.
Actually, vengeance, when you look at it, it's more, it could be both of ours.
Yeah.
You know, if you work hard enough for vengeance, you can get it.
I suppose vengeance also could be yours. I mean, it really belongs to anybody. It's not mine for any particular. It's like you can't have it because of your color or anything.
Before we get into it, rookie, I gotta know what your pronouns are. Like that's how it would go. But I did, like, when I told the kid that, she was like, ew. I'm like, no. Like, I still think about like being a cop that way. Like, I don't ever think about like, oh, writing a ticket. At no point in time when I was a child.
Yeah.
And someone's like, oh, you want to be a cop? You want to serve your community? I'm like, I don't really even know if I want to do that.
No.
What I want to do is I want to bust up weird Colombian drug lords that have killed my father or something.
Dude.
Where I am now not only avenging him, I'm going against I'm going against possible police corruption.
Dog.
I'm the guy going up against the I'm on everyone's side but my own side. That's what I wanted.
Here's the deal. Writing tickets, kick rocks. Like, I become a cop so I can separate myself from literacy, period.
No writing whatsoever.
No writing, no reading. Unless I'm reading my enemies.
The only thing I'm going to read is the obituary that you're in, scum.
The only thing I'm going to write is your ticket out of here.
Yeah, I wanted to be a cop that called bad guys scum and scumbag.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Like, get out of here, scumbag. Like, just, I wanted to be...
And filth.
Stallone from Cobra. I wanted to be fucking both Tango and Cash. I wanted to fucking be these cops where it's like...
Oh, you wanted to wear a suit and have a mullet.
Dude, honestly, like, if I was an undercover cop... that was another thing I wanted.
Suit jacket, wife beater, mullet.
Yeah, wife beater, mullet, really nice pants and sneakers.
Hey, there he is. There he is.
They don't know what to make of this dude.
Yeah.
He could be anybody.
I believe that cop self-rallied.
Yeah, I think I also, for the longest time, and I've never seen it happen in real life. I've known several police officers, and they've never had to do it. Mm-hmm. I really wanted to commandeer like a sick vehicle. Like, I'm a cop. I need to take this vehicle. Dude, holding up a badge and getting in like a fucking sports car is like, that's got to be the coolest day of your fucking life, regardless of what's happening.
Dude, I always imagine my it always cracks me up because they always stop the car with their badge. The car stops, then they go around to the driver's side.
Yeah,
open the door, and they're like, no time to explain, or whatever they say, right? So I always imagine
no time to explain.
Yeah. So I stop the car with my badge. The car pulls over. I try to Dukes of Hazzard slide across the hood.
Oh yeah.
Dent their hood. Get up and be like, I'm very sorry. You can just keep it moving.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't.
I think it would be funny too, like if I was in a situation, I'd be like, get out of the car. I'm like, oh, is that stick shift? Ah, shit.
Never mind. Actually, you'll drive. This car is still pretty sick.
Like, look, I didn't have a proper father figure growing up. Get out of here. Get out of here. I didn't have a dad to teach me about stuff like that. We were automatic all the way.
You still can't drive a stick?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I could. Will I do it right? Absolutely.
My Ansley taught me in college.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Never learn something from a woman, though, by the way. Never learn something that's kind of masculine you know what I mean, from a woman. That has like a masculine theme. Never learn it from a woman. They can't handle it. They can't handle that power.
Oh,
they can't, like, having that over you. They can't handle it.
Yeah.
Dude, the whole time I was driving, she made me go down on her. I'm shifting. I'm going down on her. She's steering.
You're using your knees. You have one hand on the clutch. You're like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
But she brings it up every chance she gets.
Yeah, of course it.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
And real quick, before we get into this diction, dog, so my character that I relate to in Best of the Best now, that I'm in my mid-40s, the tall guy with the mullet, the veteran that has the knee problem.
Yeah.
That has to like keep putting his knee back in to do karate.
He's got to prove himself, dude.
That's me right now.
But that's also another thing I wanted about the cop thing. I wanted to have like a shattered pad. I remember being a kid, like, it'd be so sick when my wife dies, and I have to like constantly think about like, I should have just been there. I should have been there for her. I wanted to stare at a framed photograph of my wife. And like hold a gun, like, I'm coming, baby. I'll be there with you.
And then you also have to like have a knee brace on outside your jeans. Yo, your cop character comes with a knee brace and a bag of ice.
I'm constantly putting on icy hot.
Dog.
What is this for?
Dude, the criminals smell you way before they see you.
Is that aspartame? Dude, that would be so fucked up. Yeah. They're like, oh shit,
Yeah.
Oh no! And then they smell you from a mile away.
Yeah.
And they definitely, they would know.
Yeah.
They would know.
By the way, hop on the Patreon, people.
Yeah, get on that.
Get on our Patreon.
It's an amazing deal. You get
It's
a bonus
so
episode.
fun.
You get secret unreleased episodes. Become part of the community. And the funny thing is, we're gonna rally that community to kill an elephant at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, be part of the elephant squad.
You know what? I actually would feel, dude.
If we did that, dude, for that show that we're doing in September,
Oh yeah.
that should be part of it. We'll do the stand-up show, and then afterwards, we all go find an elephant
You know
together.
what? We'll go to the Elmwood Park Zoo.
Yes.
We'll go to the Norristown Zoo,
Dude.
and we'll shoot an elephant.
Like or in Pottstown, I can find us some elephants.
Ooh.
There's some people down there that
Yeah.
are pretty big.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there'll be some big people
There'll
on
be
the
some
show.
big, I mean, yeah, for sure. But
It's
we're not gonna, they're gonna be
We're not
part
gonna
of the,
shoot you.
They're gonna be part of the squad.
Yeah, they're part of the
squad.
You guys are in the back. You guys
Go to
are
the
in
squad.
back.
And also check out the book Solomon,
Yeah,
the pandemic era horror comedy.
Please
One of
get
the
on
best
it.
books ever.
If you're feeling froggy, if you go to YouTube and you search Preston and Steve, you can find. I was on the radio yesterday. I was on the radio in the morning yesterday.
Can't believe I'm just not finding this out.
I told you about that.
You didn't tell. Don't you dare try. Because I'm going to be polite and I'm going to let you lie that you told me that. And I'm not going
I
to.
swear to God, I told you
When
about
did
that.
you tell me this? When did you rally me to listen to the radio? I would have. Do you know how pumped that would have been for me to know that you were going to be?
Oh
on
wait,
the
no,
radio?
I did not tell you that.
Oh, funny.
No.
Funny
I
how
did
that
not.
just worked out.
No, it's what had happened was. Mm-hmm. Listen, Ricky. This is why I work alone.
Listen. Here's the deal.
This is why I work alone.
Every time, like when everybody who gets angry at a situation and everybody who is starts a sentence with "what had happened was,"
Yeah, I know.
all black. Like everybody in America. That's why I say this is the best country ever. And we need to accept that our culture is a very mixed culture. Because like there are 3 times in life when you have to be black, right?
Straight up.
When you're a little angry at somebody, you gotta let somebody know some shit. When you gotta what had happened, and then when you see a fat ass.
Yeah,
everybody's black.
You lose it.
Everybody's black.
I think I do often fantasize.
Oh, you're not getting out of this shit. So why didn't you
Hold
tell
on.
me?
No.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm just saying I will get to that. I do, however, as much as I fantasize about being a white renegade cop, I also do fantasize about talking to someone like, you don't know what I did. You don't get it. I often, being pushed to a point, because, I would never think to do that, but, being pushed to clapping between the, oh, man.
Step out the car, put your hands on the hood now. You don't know what officer you fucking with.
This is 68 kilos of uncut. You know why you going down.
Dude, or do you take a little bit of it, put it on your gums to test it, and you're like, okay, this is real.
Damn, I'm gonna do so much more shit.
You're a one-man ovation.
Everyone's just like, what's wrong with him?
Yeah.
He may have done cocaine.
Yeah.
That's another thing I also
He's been rallied. He's rallied.
I also wanted to do that even as a child, to test drugs with your pinky. And then,
Did I ever tell you I watched an assistant principal do that?
No fucking way.
I watched an assistant principal do that. No,
man.
Which, seeing that now, he was showing us that he had done coke.
Did he run
But we didn't, dog. It was crazy. So, on the way to school, a kid that was walking, I lived really close to the school. Between where he lived and I lived, he found drugs, and I met up with him because I was going to the store. I was walking the other direction, away from the school. He's walking to the school. He told me he found drugs, and he was like, "We gotta sell it," and I'm like, "I'm not." We don't got to do anything. You found the drugs. You can go sell the drugs. I'm terrified of. Listen. All of the drug dealers respected me. They knew that I was a good A student.
Sure.
And they were trying to keep me on the straight and narrow. And they probably would have bought the drugs from us, especially if I was there.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have robbed us maybe because everybody loved my mom and stuff. It was one of those hood things. But man, I was terrified of every single one of those drug dealers. I did not want to actually go in business with any of them. You know what I mean?
I'm not ready to be an entrepreneur yet.
I mean, the taxes alone.
Come on.
So instead of selling them, he decided to turn them into the school. We were in middle school at this time.
Okay.
Turned them into the school. Big thing. We ended up getting like an award. We got in the newspaper. Dude, I got a savings bond for $50.
Look at that.
In whatever year that was. I went and looked at it recently to see how much it was. It was like $75.
Dude, I have a savings bond as well. I think it was given to me on my birthday when I was born by my mom. Yeah, around $80. Dude, around $80.
We were told that those things were going to multiply.
You know what's crazy? This is how much it's on my fridge. The savings bond is
crazy
on my fridge.
Because like, dude, poor people don't know shit. Like everybody, when I got that savings bond, everybody like, oh my god, this is gonna be like thousands of dollars.
Dude, when I found it, I was like, ooh, I saw the date. Dude, I was like, no
we are about
way.
To get paid.
I was like, oh, and part of me was like, ooh, I was also under the impression that if a savings bond is in better condition, it's worth more. Like
if it's mint,
like I thought it was like a trading card,
still in its original packaging.
Oh shit, that's all. That's very clearly printed.
Oh, the corners aren't bent. This is beautiful. This is beautiful.
No shit, that's what I thought, and then I found out that's not how it works.
Dude, if it had a typo in the lower left-hand corner, so much
this
money.
R is backwards.
So much money. He got a Toys R Us savings bond.
Just turns out that I remember when I found it, I was like, oh damn, how much is this worth? Savings bond, come on. Then you find out it's only worth like
because it's not the one that like compounds. You didn't get the compound.
No, I don't think it did,
because that's too expensive. Nobody buys that for a kid. You know. And then speaking of which, dog, for my birthday, the Hearts, the owners of the gym where I train, dude, they gave me a gift certificate to the best department store on earth, Boscov's, for, check this out, because they don't really shop at Boscov's like I do. They know I love Boscov's. That's why they hooked me up.
Sure. Wait, now here's the thing. For those of you who don't know, Boscov's, are they fledgling still, or are they still going strong?
No. They were never really fledgling. They just like expanded too much, and they needed to cut back a little bit.
Because the only thing I know about Boscov's is I rarely see them anymore. Mm-hmm. Because they were attached to they were the main anchor stores at malls.
Yeah, they left their best ones. They got rid of the ones that weren't doing as hot.
So I would figure with the way Boscov's have seemed to like decrease in popularity, I would assume a gift card or a gift certificate to Boscov's is like, yo, you can get whatever the fuck you want.
Basically, and I would say that that was the case before because they always have ridiculous sales going.
Yeah, every now and again, Boscov's.
No, all the time.
Oh, really?
They try to make you think it's like, I used to work there.
Same.
So they go through cycles, and they have like different big like doorbuster deals, but they give them different names. To make people think, oh, we're here for the friends and family. Oh, we're here for the Cracker Jack deals. Oh, we're here for the, it's like they all have different names.
Cracker Jack.
But the best one is the Cracker Jack one.
Ooh.
Because you get a Cracker Jack box and you scan a QR code. They're there. They have Cracker Jack boxes all over the store. You grab one, they're free. The Cracker Jack boxes are free. And then you scan the QR code on it, and it gives you your, it's like Cracker Jack roulette. And it gives you your discount. And it could be anywhere from 30 to 50%.
Oh man!
So if you're a smart shopper, what you do is you go to the register and you scan you put your stuff up, scan your thing, and if it's only 30%, you go, you know what? I don't think I want this right now. And then you just like get it all back, go to a different register, get a different Cracker Jack box. You just keep scanning until you get 50%. I mean, when you're a young teenage boy, that's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Cracker Jack scamming box.
Dude, I was dude. Damn, I was a Cracker Jack team. I was on dude, I rallied myself. I was on a mission.
Jacking over here.
Dude, I was Cracker Jacked up. Dog. So the gift certificate they gave me was for $150.
Wow.
That is $1 million.
That's $1 million. Yeah. You might as well own Boscov's.
Dude, I'm Boscov's wealthy.
Man, what are you gonna get?
Everything.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna take the family there.
Sure.
Everybody's getting something. We all eating from Boscov's.
I'm gonna take the family there. Yeah, everyone's getting some of Boscov.
Everybody's getting
everybody.
Something. Yo.
Point.
Yo.
Just point what you want.
Put your I'm a winner hat on, people. Oh man.
Yeah. That's a pretty good. That's a good gift.
No, this is in my brain, and I keep trying to push it out because I'm sick and tired of all the Karmelo Anthony shit.
Oh yeah.
I'm sick and tired of it.
He's sick and tired. He don't like what.
No, I'm sick of it, man. But we're talking about rallying, and this keeps popping in my mind.
Oh yes, the rallying.
So here we go. Here's what's annoying me about all of this, right? Karmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf, both football players, right? And they're both really good football players in Texas, where they were from in that area. Both really good football players. You can look online, find their stats. Austin Metcalf was a linebacker. The last season that he had in football, 10 tackles a game.
Jesus,
he's good.
That's great.
He's you know what I'm saying?
That's awesome,
dude. Carmelo Anthony was a defensive back, and he had like 4.1 tackles a game.
Now, did he declare defensive back?
No,
he declared
self-defensive back. Yes. Yes, I believe he did.
No. A young man is dead.
A young man is dead. It sucks.
A young man is
that
dead.
Sucks.
It is a tragedy.
It's a tragedy.
Very, very, very much so.
And we're going to have to say that multiple times through what I have to say.
Oh,
right?
Jesus.
Because here's the deal. They list these guys as like, football standouts and track standouts and stuff. And I was pretty impressed with that when I heard that they were track standout.
Yeah.
So obviously I go and check their stats.
Of course you do.
Because I need to know. I'm a track guy. Track through and through. I bleed track.
He's got it.
Dog, Karmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf sucked at track. They were ass at track. Like, how dare you call them track standouts? That is so dismissive of track. I'm so sick of that shit, man. Because anytime somebody just participates in track, all of a sudden they're a track star. They just get the label of track star.
I'm sorry, Sidney. No one gives a shit about track, dude.
Dude, that's the part that pisses me off. So much so. You can just say in the news, they participated in track.
You could have said, you could have just said student athletes.
That's it.
You didn't need to go and
include the football. They both kick ass at football.
Yeah, sure.
Include the football. But don't include track.
No.
They're barely
on
the team.
It happened at a track meet.
They suck. Let me tell you how bad these motherfuckers suck. Dog. Karmelo Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
He ran so they both had 100 times in their stats.
Sure.
It seems as though Austin Metcalf was more of a thrower for the track team.
Okay.
But here's the deal. Karmelo Anthony's 100 time in Texas, by the way, calling this motherfucker a track standout. His 100 time in Texas, 12.38.
Is that bad?
Dog, horrific. It is horrific. It's so bad that I'm like, how the hell did he make 4 tackles a game? That's crazy. That's almost more impressive. That almost speaks to the fact that he's more impressive at football. He's just really good at like cutting off angles and like seeing stuff ahead of time. Kinda. Usually he can see the play happening before it happens. Usually. I would have to assume it's one of his skills.
Yeah, I mean.
Right?
Yeah.
Dog. Austin Metcalf had 100 time listed. It was so slow that in the world of track, it is considered rude to commit his time to memory. That's how bad it was. Like 12.4 for a dude. 12.4 is if you remember a guy's time slower than 12.4, you're just being a dick.
You're just being a butthole.
Dude, 12.38 is also kind of like you can still make fun of him for that, but it's like you're getting close to the line. It's like almost like you're kind of getting into.
Yeah.
Let me put it to you this way: Texas is one of the best. Dog, Texas is one of the best sprint areas for high school track. Because it would be like, dude, if Karmelo Anthony ran his best time in the girls' district meet for the meet that because they were at a district meet when this happened. It was the first day of a district meet. They had to postpone it and run it like 2 weeks or a week later.
Sure.
Right? Same meet. After a tragedy, if he would have competed in the girls' 100-meter dash for his district, he would have gotten 5th with his best time.
It wouldn't even matter if he was Karmelo.
Dude.
Man.
Let him run. Let him run. It doesn't matter when they suck that bad. let him her run or whatever they want to be.
Whatever they
let them
be.
do it.
Let it go.
Dude, they sucked. So here's what bothers me the most about it, because we're not being honest about all of this. So there are archetypes when you're on a track team and you suck. It depends on whether or not you're actually good at another sport. So they're good at another sport.
All right.
They suck at track. Track's obviously not their sport. So when you're really good at a sport like football or basketball, and then you do track and you suck, you defer to like your personality that is on the team you're good at.
Okay.
Even though you can't be the team captain because you're not good enough.
Sure.
You still kind of take on whatever you take your role, right?
Yeah.
So Karmelo Anthony was obviously a little bit of a shit talker. Right? So as a person who sucks at track, now he's the dude that sucks. He's good at football, but sucks. He needs to let people know that he's still the man, but he's a shit talker.
Mm-hmm.
Austin Metcalf was an enforcer type guy. Like, I'm looking out for my team. I'm the team guy. We had one of those.
He's rallying.
They would both be ralliers in very different ways. They're both ralliers.
One's rallier with a hard R.
That's Austin.
Oh, it is definitely Austin.
Karmelo is a rallier. He's a rallier. Definitely with the soft A, right? Definitely, right? So now you have that. So those two archetypes, that's what collided. It was the shit talker.
Yeah.
Right? Because typically when you're the shit talker, you're good at another sport, but you're the shit talker on track, you don't let things cross the line because you still have stuff to lose. He was a 4.0 GPA student. He was a football standout, 4.1 tackles a game as a defensive back. He was going to at least a college.
At least a college.
At least a college. So he had something. People typically don't actually make things physical. You just talk a bunch of shit. But that's what happened. Those two archetypes of people that sucked that track, that had to lean hard into their personality so they can get the same type of recognition in the sport they sucked at as they do the sport they're good at, those two archetypes collided in a way that ended up with another person deceased.
Sure.
Which, again, sucks that a person died.
It
sucks. And it's, again, another reason why I'm not going to say Austin Metcalf's 100 time, because it's already rude enough to speak of somebody's 100 time if it's that slow. If they are alive, I will not speak ill of the dead that way. I'm not going to say.
Don't you dare put me in that position.
They sucked,
How
man.
dare you?
They sucked. And it was just that. It was those two archetypes, and nobody's being honest about it. It's not a racial thing. Yes, can you say there's a racial component? There are people that are this, and their color, their ethnicity, really just speaks to the flavor of their archetype.
Sure.
Right? Because, like, the shit-talking douchebag that is white does it with a little bit of a different twang than the shit-talking douchebag that is black. The enforcer that is black does it a little bit differently than the enforcer that is white. Didn't really matter what colors they were. It was those two archetypes that collided. That's why two young men had their lives basically ruined.
You know? And what would you say would be the proper way to resolve those things?
What do you mean by resolve?
By resolve, if they were colliding, what would be the proper way to resolve it with?
Dog, somebody like me who is actually a decent track athlete. I was a good track athlete in high school.
Both of you shut up.
That's what they're supposed to do. And it doesn't matter what team they're from. Anybody's star track athlete from any team had the authority to be like, you both suck, shut the fuck up. Sit down, both of you. You both suck. Neither one of you have no sway here.
Yeah.
You don't got the answer, Sway.
What you needed was somebody like me, like, yo, track's gay. Just running is gay.
But that's what they were.
Talking about.
That's what they were. They were already that. Do you see what I'm saying? Because they don't take track serious. They fucking suck.
Yeah.
they don't love track. They're the people that are already dude. They're the already people that's like tracks gay, but I do it to be on a team and hang out with people and you know, talk a little shit, be a little bit of enforcer. Like look out, like that's all they're doing. They fucking sucked. They sucked.
Poor kids, both suck, and one's dead.
Now I'm all hype. Dog, I just rallied myself.
But anyway, I'm not trying to weasel out.
Yeah.
I found out about the radio thing. I found out about it. What was yesterday? Yesterday was Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
I found out about it on Wednesday afternoon. And they were like, hey, do you want to do this tomorrow morning? I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. So I went on the Preston and Steve show. If you go,
you were in studio?
Yeah. If you go to the Preston and Steve YouTube page, you can find the apparently I didn't know they do it. I guess they got it.
Yeah.
I guess they have to do this now. All radio shows, all morning radio, you know, midday, whatever.
Yeah,
they all record them and they all post them on YouTube like a podcast.
Oh,
they all do that now. I didn't know when someone's like, "Oh, I can just watch it later." I'm like, how are you going to do that? It's the radio. The radio happens. No,
how long was your segment?
I thought I was under the impression it was only going to be 5 minutes. It ended up being like 15.
Nice.
And we were just bullshitting about the book and stand up, and they were asking stories about
You
know,
and it's 15 minutes on YouTube. It's a 15-minute clip.
yeah. I mean, it's not even clip. It's the whole radio show. The whole morning show.
Yo, now I gotta ask. Did you promote the podcast?
I didn't promote either of the podcasts that didn't get brought up. All they were doing was asking questions about the book, and then they were constantly talking about how he was going to do stand-up at Punchline on the 3rd, which I am, but that's not the biggest show I have, and I was trying to be like, I have other dates, and they're like, yeah, we'll get to those. And they never did.
So when I
never did.
It seems like because radio, they have a form. They know their audience.
Yes.
And they're like, this is how this interview has to be. And once they get on their thing, I watch people who are good at that. They like sneak things in the middle of their other answers. Yeah. Because you got to be, it's like, oh yeah, thank you so much for getting me up here to promote the book. Because when I'm promoting it on the end or my podcast World War Fun, it's like.
I think what I was also waiting for, keep in mind, I think, and wasn't until I was gone, I was like, that's not how that operates. I was like, oh, it's just like any other podcast I've been on where they're like, yo, you got anything to plug? I was kind of like, I thought that was going to happen, and then it wasn't.
Radio tells you what you're there to plug. And they tell the people what you're there to plug.
What was wild is that as soon as I left, I was like, fuck, that is not how that works. So, but yeah, it was a good time. Preston and Steve, very, very nice dudes. Casey, who got everything together, they're fucking great. Allison Dunlap, thank you for putting, like, you know, she gave one of them the book, which I don't think.
Oh, nice.
I don't think either of them read it though.
Oh, he's a cop.
I don't think. I don't.
He's
an
illiterate cop.
I don't think either of them read it. Which I was hoping, because like she gave them that book, months ago. Yeah. And that's when I was like, oh, cool, this might happen. But then like nothing was happening, and I don't expect anything to work out. So I was just like, yeah, it might not, might. But I figured because it was months had gone by. And then when the guy had reached out to me, I was like, oh, maybe one of them finished the book. And now they're like, let's talk about it. And I don't think that's what happened.
No, radio is such a foreign land when you do it. Like, it feels like, you know, because first of all, I cannot curse. But when I can't curse,
I'm glad you brought that up.
It is tough.
So I got through, and Alex was singing my praises. Yeah. She was like, I can't believe how many almost N-words? Dude, it was on the tip of my tongue. Dude, I watched you swallow like 5 N-words. It was good on you. It was crazy. You did it right. But I didn't say, like, I didn't curse at all. Like, but it was funny when I finally did, and I did. I said fuck on the air. Yeah, they ended the interview. And they had a button. They have a delay button. Oh, nice. But it was when they were asking about, you know, they brought up sobriety, and like I was like, oh yeah, I was like, I drink. It was like, but the problem is even when I drink like non-alcoholic beers, I'm like drinking 2 at a time. I'm like, I wish I could. I think I said I wish I could have that helmet with the beer where you can put 2 beers in it, and it'd be so fucking cool. And they were like, oh, and they were all like, oh, all right. They were almost like, and you did it. Yeah. And then even I think it was Preston was like, Yeah, he's like, I'm going to give it to you, man. There were times where I would see you slow down trying to choose the word not to say, to say something. I was like, yeah, dude, if I'm just spitting, I'm going to probably say something fucking stupid. But I was working. I was like, dude, I know I can't. I know, like, I don't need them just being like, yo, look, you have to stop. And I didn't want that. But I got through, I would say almost 10 minutes straight. That's fun, man. No cursing.
That's fun. No like, I'm happy for you, man. I hope that really translates into a ton of book sales. Yeah, which, by the way, if it does, I'm going to attribute those book sales to this podcast. Either way,
there you go.
I get to steal valor.
Steal it. Yeah, you're a rally and valley stealer,
dude. I mean, I'll steal it all.
I know.
I'll steal it all. I'm like, listen, because I don't steal material things. I think that's wrong.
No, yeah,
I think that's wrong.
You like to steal, what's in the ether.
Yeah, ideas and concepts. Yeah. not like I don't try to take creative credit for stuff. I mean, like I was there type stuff. It's a victimless crime. It's a victimless crime.
So here's the thing. I don't know if it is technically a victimless crime.
Mm-hmm.
However, I would say the dude, who was it? Steve Ranazizi?
Yeah. And I knew that was a lie because I didn't see him anywhere at 9/11. I was there.
I happened to be looking out the window.
And I would have remembered that face. I didn't know who he was back then, but dude, all the faces are crystallized in my brain from that day because it was such a crazy thing. He wasn't there. I know for a fact he wasn't there.
Was not.
Was not.
He wasn't. Clapping at him. I know you were not there on the South Tower.
Yo, he's a filthy scumbag liar.
Scumbag. Yeah, I don't know if I would ever.
How dare you do that?
I don't know if I'm trying to think of like a.
For those of us that were really there.
I'm trying to think of like what I would steal valor, like, and say I was.
Dude, I'm just gonna start stealing it all. If I was old enough to be there, I'm saying I was there.
Yeah, but like it's got to be. In my head, it's got to be like old enough to be there. Fine, but like it's also got to be like plausible, right? Like you couldn't be living in California and be like, yeah, I was there on 9. Like you living in.
Well, no, I mean I was at 9/11. I was. Obviously, I wasn't living in California. I was in college at the time, but I took a trip up to 9/11 for the day. I went to 9/11 for the day, and
something about that day felt. I felt like I had to be there.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think I'm going to go to Class A. I think I'm going to go to 9/11.
Yeah.
Because, dude, people don't give me credit for all the places that I was, right? Because I was at 9/11 for sure. And then, but the other one that I'm not getting the credit
no
for.
one gives me credit for
the other one, because I was at 9/11 rallying. I was rallying the people. Dude, the other thing that nobody gives me credit for being at is Kim Kardashian and Ray J's sex tape.
I was there, man.
I was there.
Dude,
I was there.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. Like, there are certain things where you just have to give. I wouldn't even say valor, but like people, like if someone was like, yeah, I was in New York, this far away from the 9/11 attacks, you're kind of like, whoa, wow, that's amazing. Tell me that story. You kind of like want to hear what the story is. And whenever somebody does say that, I am also in that boat. I'm like, yeah, I wonder what was your experience like? If someone was like, yeah, I was actually in the other room when Ray J was fucking Kim Kardashian, I'd be like, what's that like?
Yeah, oh my God.
Tell me the story.
Do tell.
Wait a minute. I need to know the trauma.
Yeah.
What was it that you were not picked to have sex with Kim Kardashian? Must have been a terrible wait.
No, I was picked. I was second.
What you don't see is the second dick.
Yeah, the second dick. Nobody watches the second dick hit. That was the second dick hit. That's when we knew this is probably a terrorist.
We're going to change forever.
Yeah.
We didn't know
this is going to rally the country together for one common goal.
We didn't know this sex tape was going to change the idea of what sex tapes were,
Mm-hmm.
That happens, and then, What do you got next? Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
And actually,
It's still weird that Kim Kardashian sex tape really had such a negative effect for Muslims. I don't know how that happened. I don't even know how that happened. Like, people were being really rude to Muslims after that.
yeah, there was a wave of Islamophobia. That was happening post Kim Kardashian sex tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a bummer that
Dude,
was.
let's get into the Patreon.
Oh,
man.
yeah, dude, we definitely did it.
Yeah, we've been hamming it up.
We've definitely been hamming it up.
We've been hamming it up in the Patreon.
We definitely declared war on renegade cops.
Renegade cops.
Which is where I honestly think the problem is now, nobody, like, how old do you think your average police officer is right now?
Wait, you mean
Like-
average grizzled renegade cop?
No.
Oh.
Average Constabulary constable.
I'm gonna say 34.
34. Now, what do you think is the possibility that they are familiar with both Tango and Cash? Familiar with Lethal Weapon?
There's
Familiar. Like, enough where they're like, oh, that's what I want to be.
yeah.
Like, I think when I see younger cops, I'm like, dude, you don't. Like, what did
Yeah,
you...
why'd you want to do this?
Yeah, why did you? I kind of be like, why did you want to... If someone was like, oh, my dad was and my grandfather was, I'll be like, all right, I can see...
I know what it is. Paw Patrol.
Oh, no.
They all want to be gay cops.
Oh.
They all want to like enact like fair justice. Ew, what is wrong with you people? They want to like build relationships with the community and
No,
shit.
you can build relationships with the community, but you got to play by your own rules. You got to play by you got to play by your own rules.
Which is tough when you're trying to build a relationship with the community by playing basketball with them, and you're playing by your own rules, and they're constantly calling travel on you, and every time they call something on you, you grab your gun.
Get out of here, rookie.
That wasn't a travel. I took 2 steps after I dribbled.
You know what I've been through. Oh my God.
That was a Euro step. I remember LeBron James. That was a crab dribble.
Oh, before we go, here's an and I want you to see.
And we also rallying. We rallied.
Definitely
the whole
rallied,
episode. Yeah.
without a doubt. And here's an before we go. I want to see if you can answer this question because I found this fact today, and it is mind blowing. For one, I was not an avid basketball watcher in the '90s.
Ooh.
However, I did rally behind NBA Jam, and I was obsessed with dunking. You know, as I think most people who in the '90s, boys in the '90s, like, yo, dunking rules. This is a stat that I was like, I guess that makes sense. How many 3-point shots were successfully made by Shaquille O'Neal in his 19-year career?
It's either 1 or 2.
It's 1.
Yeah.
It's 1.
But it's technically 2. So there was one. So the one he made, and there was another one. He was dribbling down the court. I think it was like the end of a quarter, end of a half. It wasn't the end of a game.
Okay.
End of a quarter, end of a half, and the time ran out, and he shot.
He shot it
and
anyway?
it went in.
Oh, man.
So he's made two in a professional, like during at a professional game.
Gotcha.
But not like.
But it didn't give him the point. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Wow. I thought that was very interesting because, like, I mean, when you think of Shaquille O'Neal, I do not ever think of him shooting the basketball. I only think of him just breaking backboards. That's what I think of. But finding out that, like, that's all, you couldn't even, you played 19 years and you only got 2.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, I'm pretty sure I could get more than 2 in 19 years, and I suck.
No, you couldn't.
I don't know if I could.
No, dude, I used to think. So I've been to basketball games before, but I never had the privilege of sitting like 5 rows back at a basketball game.
Okay.
And it happened to me 2 years ago, and I watched the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Philadelphia 76ers. And Embiid was in the game. For the Sixers, he wasn't injured, is what I'm saying.
Sure.
And Chet Holmgren, the tall dude, and Gilchrist, dog, these people move so fast that I swear to you, this is no bullshit. At one point in the game, I honestly was questioning, how does anybody out there get a shot off? These people are so fast. How is every shot not being blocked? This is insane. Dude, it completely changed all of my delusional beliefs about what I could do if somebody threw a jersey at me in the middle of a game. Do you know what I mean? Dude, like back in the day, I believed that if somebody was like, oh God, what are we going to do? And Embiid's down. Sidney, get in there.
Everybody
Dude,
wants
if that happened now, I'm ducking in my seat. I'm like, Sidney's not here. I see no Sidneys. I think you mean this guy behind me.
I'd be like, I hope you guys are cool with hook shots from mid-court.
Dude, that hook shot would never leave your hand.
Like, yeah, fuck you.
It's crazy how fast they move.
Okay.
But I see what but the sentiment, I support.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank God. We are going to switch it over to Patreon. And please join us there. This has been an amazing episode, and I do appreciate everyone following and paying attention. Like I said, if you're watching, get on that Patreon. If you know somebody who wants to get on that Patreon, tell them too, because you're going to be there joining them. It's going to be an amazing time. We do this every Sunday. I've been Ryan Shannon. This has been Sidney Gantt, and this has been more fun. We will see you next time.